Hello, today is October 13th. Alice is in my lap, I've got my plushy pumpkin with me and I'm reading Sunshine, and it's time to choose my word of the day for Inktober. Let's just choose on the page that I'm reading currently. Boom. Like. The word is like. Okay. Alright, let me think about that and get back to you with a book recommendation and a drawing. Good evening, really quick update. Today is September. Wait, why do I keep saying September? October. It's October. There's a pumpkin here. I'm doing Inktober. It's October. Sorry. It's October 14th, and today I'm doing two drawings, one for yesterday and one for today. My drawing for yesterday was made from the word prompt like, and I thought long about it, and I couldn't come up with anything, so I just thought I'll draw something that I like, and I'll recommend you a book that I liked, and that's just a simple concept like that, and why not do that? So I like the game, I like video games, and one of the games that I like recently is Genshin Impact. And I like Paimon, the little character that's like helps our main character, so I drew her. I don't like this. This is crap. This is really bad. This is just stylized, and this is like a child doing their first anime attempts. I'm so tired. I spent half the day at an art studio and half the day shopping for groceries and stuff, and I'm just really tired. So, bad. This video is a mess, and I'm starting to understand why nobody watches my channel, because there's no structure and I am a mess. I realized that I didn't film the recommendations for two of the drawings that I did. For the word like, I need to recommend a book that I like. And it's just gonna be like a 3-star, run-of-the-mill, something that I liked, something that I can say, yeah, it was okay, it was good, it wasn't bad. Like, I have a few gripes with it, but I would safely recommend it to people. For that, I think that I'm going to recommend to you the 3 Dark Crowns series by Kendara Blake. I think I have a strange relationship with young adult literature. Like, I normally don't like young adult literature. I read this series, like the whole 4 books, 2 years ago for Buzzwordathon, when we needed numbers in our buzzwords. And it was nice. It was fine. Like, yes, there were dumb moments and silly moments and things that I didn't particularly like, but the writing was okay and the plot was okay. Like, I liked the characters. It was nice. It wasn't that bad. I don't know. Like, a lot of people are saying that it's really bad, but honestly, compared to like some other really popular young adult fantasy, it was okay. It was good. So it's about 3 sisters who are all born queens. Fenburn is the island where they live, and every generation the queen gives birth to 3 daughters, and they all have a right to the throne. Each one of them has a power. One of them is a poisoner, the other one is an elementalist, and the third one is a naturalist. So when they reach 16 years old, they need to like battle to the death to decide which one is going to be queen. But something goes wrong with these 3. There's a favorite that everybody wants to be queen and thinks is going to win, and like the outcast, and it's cool. It's kind of cool. And actually, I've been kind of thinking of like rereading it, giving it another go and seeing if it was actually as good as I thought it was. So yeah, that's something I liked. And if you like young adult fantasy, or if you just like fantasy and you would like to branch out into something more easy, just something simple and accessible, I think that could be nice. Okay, now let's choose our word for October 14th. 14th? Yes. I'm reading Ariel right now. This is the poem called Bergplage. And this is the first page of it, and this is where I'm at right now. So let's just choose a word. Is there a word? Yeah? Hands! It says hands! Oh, I got a noun! Yes! Hands are my favorite thing to draw, by the way. I'm gonna draw some hands. Every Inktober, I did a drawing of hands, and not even one. So I have all of them here. And hands, that's a great word. Yes. Let's go draw some hands, and I'll think of what to recommend you to read. Hello, quick book Inktober update. October 14th, my prompt was hands, and this is what I drew. These are the hands of my friend Sam. I asked them to send me a picture of just them holding an object that they like. This is Groucho, and I think it came out nice. They're not very well built, constructed, these hands, but they do look like hands, which is, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, and for the word hands, I'm going to recommend to you The Haunting of Evelyn Jones by Phil Hicks. This is something actually I read this month, and I think it's so great. It's a middle grade ghost story, and it's actually pretty spooky. This is the first one in a trilogy. It's about Evelyn Jones, whose mother takes her for a few days to Cornwall to her aunt, where she needs to spend these, like her long weekend or something. The atmosphere in this is absolutely outstanding. It's so spooky. The stormy Cornwall weather, there's storms all the time, rain. And it's a very classical, traditional kind of story where this curious kid goes to a bookshop and she finds a strange book. She reads something strange in this book, and then ghostly things start to happen. This actually was pretty scary, and I am obsessed with it. I really want to read book number 2 and 3. They are already both out, and oh my god, it's so good. If you have little ones in your life that like spooky stuff, I think this would be great to read together. But also if you're somebody who likes middle grade like I do, and likes a little bit of light horror sometimes, perfection. And it's so Halloween-y. Like, look at it. It's the Halloween book. So yes, great recommendation for you. And today I'm doing 2 drawings because yesterday I was too tired to draw. I just fell asleep, so I'm choosing 2 words today from Medusa for October 15th and 16th. October 15th. Oh, it's an illustration, okay. But. The word is but. Didn't I already have one? No? Let me check. Yes, I had but on day 4, so we're choosing another one. Day 15. It's. That's technically 2 words. But it's not it is, it's it's. So, counting that as 1 word, not doing another one. It's going to be it's. Do not have any ideas for that. I'm just writing it down. So, I'm going to think of that. And let's also choose the word for day 16, which is today. Come on, illustrations. Hero! Oh, that is a good word. Oh, excellent. Love it. Hero for October 16th. Excellent choice. Thank you, universe. Also, I'm getting a new camera. It's going to be great. I'm going to go think of these and then draw, and I'll be right back. Good evening. Today is, I don't even know, October the 18th. I haven't filmed in a couple of days, but I have been drawing and I have been thinking of book recommendations, so I'm just going to do a bulk one today. So, for October, I don't know the dates or anything. For October 15th, my word was It's from the book Medusa by Jessie Burton, and here is my little piece. I'm going to insert it better so you can see the film of it while I give you the book recommendation. My book recommendation is The Familiars by Stacey Holmes. The Familiars is Stacey Holmes' first book, and the first one by her that I read, and it's beautiful. It's historical fiction. It's about a woman. She's very young, and she's been married to a man that was sort of like, it was more or less a physical marriage, but they have a good relationship, and she really wants to have children, and she's having issue with that. She keeps having miscarriages. So she finds this midwife that she particularly likes and wants her to help her conceive and carry to term. And then strange things start to happen. There starts a witch hunt in their region that her whole family gets embroiled in. And if you like a little bit like spooky, mystical, maybe something paranormal, maybe not, going on in the background, historical fiction, really well researched and beautifully written. It's very empowering and allowing women to just want what they want. The main character just wants a family, she just wants to have children, and she wants this friendship with this woman who also needs her help and support. And it's a very beautiful relationship between her. Her dynamic with her husband is also very interesting, and just it's very atmospheric. and gorgeous, and I think you might like it. And now let's choose words for October 17th and 18th, and then I'm gonna go do them, and I'll be right back with art and recommendations. I'm going to choose from the book that I'm going to read after Medusa, which is Memories of My Melancholy Horse by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. And let's choose both words from here and just do this and like empty space, okay? I'm not doing a 3. I didn't even. Let's do the same page. Nicolasa, that's a name. I mean, I can draw somebody who I could name Nicolasa. But I haven't read this yet, obviously, so I don't know anything about this character. No, I should choose another word. I'll just do the same page, because I don't want to draw a character that I don't know anything about or come up with a new character. I'll do that later. I'll just choose another word. Body. The word is body. Excellent. Excellent choice. And that's for the 17th. And so, like, oh, bookmark. Table. Okay, I got 2 nouns in a row. That is very good. Thank you, Marcus. All right. So we've got body and we've got table. I'll go think about it. When I hear the word body, immediately, like, I want to go written on the body, but I already recommended it in this video. So I'm going to think about a different one with the word body or something like that. And table makes me think of the periodic table. I don't know. I'll think about it. And I'll be right back. Right, I'm filming this on a different day, so forgive that, please. And my recommendation for the word hero in this horrible drawing is Mythos by Stephen Fry. Hear me out. I know it makes probably more sense to recommend Heroes by Stephen Fry, but Heroes is over there, and I haven't read it yet, which is why it's over there. This one is the first one in the series of Stephen Fry's Greek myths retelling. And if you're somebody who loves Greek mythology, you probably, and if you've gone through that childhood stage of like being obsessed with Greek mythology, like I have, like a lot of us have, you probably already know all of this. But Stephen Fry's style of telling a story is just unparalleled. It's just beautiful. It's just so lovely and witty and funny and full of feeling and full of different information that he took from different sources. So I think that this is a great way to either reacquaint yourself with Greek mythology or get acquainted with it for the first time if you are someone who is interested in it but have never read anything about it. And if you like this, you're going to be able to... This is just from the beginning, from the chaos and up to the era of heroes. The second book is about heroes specifically, and the third one is called Troy, which is the Iliad, basically, but just a retelling again. So this was one of the books for me that I didn't want to end. And when it ended, it was such a comfort read that I just wanted to go back to the beginning and just read it again immediately. So yes, Mythos by Stephen Fry, and I guess I'm recommending you the whole series with it as well. The next one for the word body and this drawing that I'm censoring because I don't know how YouTube looks upon works of art with nudity, I'm going to recommend you Love and Times of Cholera by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Please, for the love of God, do not think that this book is a love story. This is a thing that ruins the enjoyment of this work of art for so many people, that they genuinely think it's a love story. It's not, okay? It's satire. Please look at it through the lens of satire. It's beautiful. Yes, there are elements of love to it, of course, and you can take certain things as romantic in it. But the main character, he is not somebody to be admired. He's not a romantic hero. Of course, you're free to take it however you like, but I'm just putting it out there because so many people have commented me for going like, oh, you like it? It's a toxic love story. It's not. It's not a love story, okay? And it's in the style of Marquez. It's a very beautifully written satirical portrayal of this relationship. These two people, they meet when they're teenagers. She is the daughter, Fermina Daza. She is the daughter of a very wealthy man. I think he's a donkey merchant. And he is just a son of a woman whose husband left her like years ago. And he's this very romantic nature. He meets Fermina Daza and he's just enchanted with her from the first sight. And he writes poetry to her. He like sings serenades under her window. He's absolutely obsessed with her. And she reciprocates these feelings. They want to be together, but her father just looks at it and goes, no. So her father takes her away from the picture. And after a while, when she comes back, she already meets him. And she's like, sorry, dude, no, that's in the past. So she gets married to somebody else. And her marriage with this man is amazing. It's great. But the main character, I'm blanking on the name right now, I'm sorry, he holds a torch for her for 50 years. And this is just a story of him being in love and the weird way he like pays tribute to her through all of these years. And this is all in times of a cholera epidemic as well. So great if you want a twisted love story that is not a love story. Beautiful in the portrayals of Columbia from Marquez as well, like always. And just a colorful, wonderful story. And then the last one for this video, for the word table, and this nightmare for anybody who understands about perspective. I do understand about perspective, but for me, I cannot do it. There's something with my spatial awareness. I don't see it. I just do not. Like, I will knock into doors, into walls, you know, like a fish. And it's very hard for me to draw a perspective correctly. It takes so much more effort than for other people. And so that drawing is just a nightmare for anybody and for me as well. But stylistically, I kind of like it though. My recommendation for this is You Can't Go Home Again by Thomas Wolfe. This is, again, one of my favorite books. And it's just such a very calm and slow story. If you don't like 800-page slow burns, this is probably not going to be for you. I don't think it's 800 pages. I think it's like 650. I don't have a copy right now to look. But it's a story about a writer. He's struggling through writing his first manuscript. He is in a relationship with this married woman who is like, she's an artist. She does theater decorations. And he knows she's not going to divorce her husband, but he loves her so much and he wants to be in this relationship. And when finally he does publish his book, because he bases so many characters in this book and so many situations on his hometown, everybody in his hometown starts to hate him. And the plot is very all over the place. It's a slow, contemplative, kind of like flowing like a river here and there, full of feeling, full of observations book. So if you want something with a plot that goes plot, it's probably not going to be for you. But if you like a slow story that's just going to wrap you up like a blanket and it's just going to make you kind of pass in a coma, it's probably going to be a story for you. And that's it for this part of Book Inktober. I'm off to do my day 19 drawing, and I'll see you in the next installment. Slava Ukraini!